In my case, my own family doesn't support me. I'm already separated with the mother of my daughter.
Well, then whatever. Let's go from there. So your family doesn't support you, and you're already separated from the mother of your
Daughter.
daughter. Okay. So what do you want? Like, what's the relationship that you want with the people around you? If you're already separated, are you trying to get back together? Is it even the way you said it doesn't feel like you want to get back together, but you still want to have a relationship with your daughter? Are there other people? Is it your parents or your brother or sister or other kids? Or like, what's the relationship that you want to have with the people around you? And go person by person, even as a mental checklist. You know, the relationship with your ex, right? Do you want it to just be friendly? You're not going to call each other every night and talk about your lives, but not be yelling at each other all the time. The relationship with your daughter, what do you want that to look like? Relationship with your parents or whoever else, what do you want that to look? It's possible. It's all possible. It just comes down to communication. They love you and they want to see you win. They have different versions of it. You have to learn to communicate that to each person, and it's going to be slightly different based off who you're talking to, right? I mean, your ex, whatever the issues were, what is she concerned about? She's concerned that you're not going to be there for the daughter, that you're not going to be a good father, that you're not going to be reliable, that you're not going to be there when she needs you to be there, right? So how do you demonstrate and show that you will? What is the life? Like, even here, even in the preemptive planning. Because if she just sees you, and I'm making a couple assumptions because we don't have a ton to go off because I don't know if you wrote before, we missed the chat or whatever, but let's assume that she sees you as somebody who's unreliable, wasn't there when she needed you. Even the preemptive planning of, okay, we're going to separate. I still want to have you bring it up. I still want to have a great relationship with our daughter, and I still want to make sure that we're not at each other's throats all the time. Let's create a plan and a schedule. Even that, like, you may not have ever done that, or she may not see you as the person who does that, who cares first. Like, if she sees herself as the person who always have to take the first move, and now you are the one taking the first step to try to heal the relationship, that's the starting point to changing the identity so that they don't judge you and criticize you as much, right? So it comes from you thinking, what are the relationships, instead of just being reactive to everybody else, they don't support me, they're not here, they're against me, whatever. Instead of being reactive, you're being proactive to think about, this is the kind of relationship I want to have with these specific people. And then creating a plan and building towards it. It makes a huge, huge, huge difference.
I want to follow my dreams, but my family goes a different path than the one I want to go after.
Is this the same person?
Yeah, that's the one that was about the support earlier and all that, and the daughter.
Right. Okay. So did you hear my answer? I mean, you need to figure out what's the relationship that you want to have with each person. What's the most difficult one? Is it your ex or is it your daughter?
Okay, you got to answer that one.
And let's break it down.
Renee, my daughter doesn't want to do anything with me.
Okay. So recognize that that's a moment in time. Like, she doesn't want anything to do with you now. That's for now. So what's the relationship that you want to have with her? And then how can you get there?